basketball. This is my passion. You know, on the court, it's my sanctuary. You know, I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very... An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Lure comes in for Jarrell Arthur. McCollum's checked in for Alan Crabb. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Jared Bayless. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with John Lure. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was just a man on a mission. He had 40 points, and he played the usual role of running the team's offense and came away with a bunch of assists. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Both free throws good from Selby.
Complete domination. What a game for Freak. He's got 13 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
Looking at how they stacked up in the league statistically over the last month, here's what the Trailblazers did. 2nd in field goal percentage, 3rd in scoring, and they're number 3 in team assists. A group of unselfish players who don't mind making the extra pass.
And a quick word in terms of their field goal percentage, which has just been spectacular inside and outside. They just keep finding ways to put the ball in the basket.
Shot's good. And that's now 6 points for Lillard.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Dishes it to Ariza. In the corner, it's Freak from deep. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's the screen. Lillard against Ariza. Feeds it to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight. Houston's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
McCollum kicks to Harkless. And a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Passes it to McCollum. All alone. They get it back. And Lure gets it to go. Lure's got his 2nd basket of the night.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
It's Ariza on the wing. Defended by Harkless. Shoots from the right block. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Block shot's a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks. 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on. Some great play by Damian Lillard tonight. He has 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
A nice shot by Booker.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Portland. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Houston, 2 games back.
And I think for the Rockets, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season, and that's not really good news for their fan base because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah, which is exactly where they are right now. It's not too late for them to make that kind of emphatic late push that turns a season from average to excellent, though.
Harkless kicks to McCollum. 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
There's the pick. Selby dishes to Capella. Ariza kicks to Selby. That drops. Selby's got 20.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
McCollum passes to Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And the second free throw, good. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Selby. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Now Lillard. 8 points for him. Now the feed to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. No problems knocking that one down. Lure's got 4 points now in the quarter. 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Selby. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. Now, here's Lillard, defended by Selby. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Houston on top, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball, let me do my thing. Sometimes guys on our team or a coach try to overthink things. It's simple. Just get the ball to your natural score. Make sure you don't trip on yourself when you're getting out the way.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. You guys came to play today. What a job shutting them down.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard, and it's Selby in at point. Lets it go. The shot no good, and it's Portland the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. 6 to shoot. He used that pick just right. Lure's got the first bucket of the third here for Portland.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
They get the rebound. Beasley up and in on the layup. Beasley's got 8.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew up.
Stay down.
The Trailblazers have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Plumlee hits them both. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's Howard finishing it off.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Lillard with it. 8 points for him. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Fender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Plumlee with the steal. Now here's Harkless. Defense is right there. They set the pick. Lillard dishes to Lure. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
So far in the game for Lure, he has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Jared Bayless has checked in for the Trailblazers. And a switch here also for Houston. Caspi, he's checked in for Michael Beasley. And so he hits both. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's stolen. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. The shot is